Hello and welcome to One Day One Podcast, your daily companion for navigating the tricky, hilarious, and sometimes frustrating journey of modern life. We know you're busy, so we keep it focused. We take one central idea about work, balance, or growth, and break it down into quick, actionable insights. Think of this as your 10-minute guide to mastering the game. Ready for today's topic? Let's dive in. Today, we're tackling a feeling that almost all of us have experienced: unfairness at work. Specifically, when all you really need is a little recognition. You know the feeling you've put in the late nights. You've fixed the crisis. You've delivered a fantastic result. And then, silence. The project moves on. The praise goes elsewhere, or worse, your effort is just expected. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's not about the money. It's about the feeling that your hard work, your contribution, is unseen. The silent struggle. Let's be clear. Recognition isn't just a nice to have. It's a fundamental human need, and it's essential for a healthy work environment. When we don't receive it, it can lead to burnout, lower morale, and a significant drop in engagement. Think about it. Why do we care so much? Because recognition validates our effort. It tells us, what you did mattered. You matter. When that validation is missing, your internal motivation starts to run dry. You begin to ask yourself, why bother going the extra mile? This feeling of being taken for granted often stems from a disconnect. Management might assume a paycheck is enough. They might not realize that a simple, specific thank you can be more valuable than an impersonal bonus. They might not even know what recognition means to you, what recognition really looks like. So, what does genuine recognition look like? It's rarely a grand ceremony. It's about specificity and timeliness. A great manager won't just say, "Good job" on the quarterly report. They'll say, "Good job" on the quarterly report. Specifically, the section on market trends. Your analysis was incredibly detailed, and it helped us make a key decision this morning. That specific feedback shows they actually read and valued your work. Recognition can be public, a shout-out in a team meeting or company newsletter; private, a one-on-one email or a quick chat acknowledging your role in a success; in the form of opportunity, giving you a new, challenging project as a sign of trust in your abilities. When you consistently feel unappreciated, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's often a reflection of a broken system or poor leadership training. Taking control, your action plan. While it's easy to wait for others to change, you have the power to influence the situation. Here are 3 things you can do when you feel invisible. 1. Learn to self-advocate. Don't wait to be asked. You have to own your accomplishments. In your one-on-one meetings with your manager, don't just talk about future tasks. Start the conversation with your recent wins. Frame it not as bragging, but as an update on your impact. For example, I completed the X project, which resulted in a 15% increase in Y. I'm proud of the work the team and I did there. 2. Seek specific feedback, not just praise. Instead of waiting for a compliment, ask for constructive feedback. For example, on the last presentation, what aspect was most effective, and what could I improve for next time? This forces the other person to engage with your work and acknowledge its value, even if it's through a critical lens. 3. Recognize others. This might sound counterintuitive, but by becoming a champion of recognition for your peers and team members, you help create a culture where appreciation is the norm. Sometimes, the best way to get what you need is to model it yourself. When your teammates see you giving specific praise, they are more likely to adopt the behavior. Final thoughts. The value of visibility. The struggle for recognition is real, and it's valid. Never minimize your feelings. If your environment is consistently making you feel like your best effort is simply a baseline expectation, you have to ask yourself, is this the right place for me to grow? Ultimately, a job should give you more than just a paycheck. It should give you a sense of purpose and value. If you've tried to self-advocate, and the environment still doesn't change, remember that your skills and your efforts are transferable. There is always a place that will see and appreciate the work you do. Be patient with the process, but be firm in your worth. You deserve to feel seen. That's it for this week's episode of Career Compass. If this topic resonated with you, share it with a friend or colleague who might need to hear it. Next week, we'll be talking about setting healthy boundaries to prevent burnout. Until then, keep striving, keep shining, and we'll talk soon.